I don't know. One thing in common is when you wake up first thing in the morning, we have bedhead. Okay, what else do you need to know? Pretty much what we've been doing is called The Big Sting. There was a movie, Robert Redford and Paul Newman, about a big sting. What's the big sting? Everybody is given enough rope to hang themselves. Everybody knows the expression. If you don't, you're going to have to go and put it in Googleizer and see what it means. Everybody is vetted every day. What does vetted mean? You know it from political drama, like the West Wing. You know the word vetting. Invest. Invest. Is there investing and in vetting? Investing is not anything to do with vetting. It's not the same word. All the vetting that's going on is because you're living on a purgatorial realm. According to David R. Hawkins, our teacher, consciousness research. So, Dr. Hawkins, let's go 25 years ago, told us everybody should be at 540 on the scale of human consciousness. And he said everybody on Earth in those days could make it. So, we've had 25 years for people to come across not just Dr. Hawkins, but all kinds of other spiritual teachings. So, if you have not picked up a self-help book and you haven't listened to audiobooks by people who are about, self-help, then you're lazy, aren't you? And we're not going to have lazy people on in here at all. So that's the So people who are reptilian, if you send me stuff that you think is like, I don't know, you're not using your intuition. Because I'm not an average, ordinary person, am I? No, I have, how does it go? I don't know, Dr. Hawkins talks about it in one of his books multiple times. It's messianic, which means Messiah complex. Grandiose means, you've got, I don't know, you ventured around in your psychosis from, you've gone from North America to South America and you've gone down to the Marianas Trench. And you've gone to the backside of the moon and exploring your psychosis. It's not a tiny psychosis, it's grandiose. So you've got a grandiose Messiah complex. What's Messiah? Well, what's a Messiah? Messiah. Here comes the Messiah. Mess. I call myself I. There's an I, capital I. Messiah. I see you as a mess. Somebody thinks it's cute to be a hot mess, but others say that's diarrhea. So if you're talking and someone says you've got verbal diarrhea, stupid. Reptilians are stupid. Messiah complex. somebody who's got chaste eyes and chastises you for being, I don't know, an alcoholic. Pretty common. Chastise means chaste. Chaste is someone who's chaste. It's the opposite of Jezebel and Ahab energy. You got to go to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. It is there online. Truth Unity is the website. And look up Ahab and look up Jezebel. They're sex for hire. Is there something wrong with prostitution? It depends on where your level of consciousness is. If you're at 540 or higher, I don't have a problem with you doing what you're doing. But if you're under 540 and you're doing, prostitution, then you're Jezebel or Ahab. You're an energy vampire. That's the difference. At 540, you're a heart-based person, and, maybe you're doing it because you got to have some money or whatever, pocket money for the rent or something. It's like, but while you're doing the business, you're fully present and authentic with that person. You're not treating those people like they're an item. What's an item? Well, this is an item. Items have got barcodes on them, which means that they're identical. If you're, a Jezebel is usually thought of as a hooker, female, but I don't know. You can go and look it up. But if you're at 540, you're not treating other people that you might call your customers or clients. You're not treating them like a customer or a client. Whatever arranged for them to get there in the now moment when you're in your shared space, if you can deeply gaze into that person's eyes with an open heart, a lot of people can't. Oh, they can gaze in there like you're Hannibal Lecter. But to do it with an open heart, a green ray, that's the most scary thing. It takes courage to open up your heart chakra. Well, that's your spiritual exercise for the day. And maybe it's too hard with humans. It can be exceptionally difficult. Depends on the person. Can you look at me? Can you spend a lot of time looking into my eyes? I don't know. A lot of people can't. They see the devil when they look at my eyes. Why? Because I'm often thought about as being the devil. Because I'm a mirror. I'm a reflecting mirror, and what you see is what you are. Because you can get somebody to do a muscle test on where I am on the scale of human consciousness. 600 is the number. Well, if you're not at 600 and you don't know jack shit about the scale of human consciousness, why would I learn everything about the scale of human consciousness and not use it to raise my consciousness for me? It's stupid, because I've read all the books, I've watched a zillion videos. Me, Bobby Burrows, I'm an expert at it. Why would I learn all that and then decide to go to the low end of the scale of human consciousness? It makes no sense. I don't. I go way up. That's where I am, 600, so do you think I'm a dumb bunny that I learned all this stuff so that I won't use it for myself? Many people do. Many people look at me and they see the devil when they look at me because they've got closed heart chakras and they look at themselves in the mirror of me. Greg Braden on YouTube. The Sacred Mirrors of the Essenes. You can watch those videos. Because I already did. I've been through all kinds of stuff. Me doing my homework over decades and decades while you've been sitting on your ass drinking booze. watching NFL, and go fuck yourself. You're going to tell me what I know? Go fuck yourself 3 more times. And then again. Go fuck yourself. If you see the devil when you're looking in my eyes, it's because I'm acting like a mirror to you. And what you see in the mirror is what you are. It's called your shadow. Carl Jung, Jung, the shadow. Shadow work for self-help. Look at that in the Googleizer. I've been through all this. And you're still a reptilian saying that you know all this shit? I've been light working, good God. I've been light working before a lot of people were born. Don't tell me my business. So, you do have a spiritual exercise. If you can't look at other humans in the eye, look at the horizon. Look at the sunrise or look at the sunset. Gaze at it. Don't squint at it. If it's too bright, then look over to the right or the left away from the sun. Look at the sun's colors reflected in the clouds at sunrise and sunset. Why? Because it's beautiful. And getting your consciousness up to level 540 is you need to appreciate beauty. Because it raises your vibration, it raises your consciousness. When you look at beautiful things, like sunsets, and you go, wow, I was a real fucking devil to about 20 people today, but my goodness, the universe has given me something beautiful to look at. And I'm a pure devil. You could say to yourself, I'm a devil, I don't know, millions of different things. But the universe still loves me. Why do we want to say that? Because the worst devils sometimes use that as a crutch. Why they can't change is because the universe knows that I'm worse than Scrooge. I'm worse than the Grinch. I'm worse than Hannibal Lecter. It's lazy. Because it's a rule of thumb. It's like, why are you still acting like a fuck? Because I can't change. I've always been a fuck. Yeah, I know you since, I knew you before you became a fuck, you stupid fuck-faced. I can remember time before you became a negative entity. Before you became a reptilian, I knew you. So, I'm still waiting here. At 600 on the scale of human consciousness. For a lot of people to be vetted. The great sting is on. And the sting is you've had years and years and years and years and years and lots of opportunities to do evil, to do wrong, to do low vibe things, to not correct your mistakes, to not change your personality, not to Reptilian people, go fuck yourselves. No one is going to be helping you out of whatever's going to happen to you. You're fucking evil. You're going to not come with us. Those of us at 540 on the scale of human consciousness and higher, you're not coming with us, reptilian humans. You're not. Too bad. So sad. Whatever it is that you think that we've got as our treasure. We told you how to get our treasure. Raise your consciousness. You refuse day after 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 day. After day after day after day, year after year after year, you refuse to change. A lifetime of you refusing to change. So, everybody is being vetted. Everyone, every day, it's judgment day. And as you are, well, when's the final judgment day? It's right now. Where you are at this moment is what you're judged upon. And being tortured, the way that because the people who, I've been talking for 16 minutes, the people who torture me all the time, they always want to let you know that they've got me. I'm being tortured by electronic harassment, and I have been for over 6 years. Because they feel like Mark David Chapman, and they want credit for the assassination of John Lennon. That's what reptilians are all about. They don't have any talent. Common dirt devils, they're all the same. Evil. They'll do anything evil. And what they do is they take somebody like me who's unique, has raised his consciousness, and has attracted the attention of all kinds of dirt devils. And then what do? Well, they put me under demonic attack all the time. I didn't want to talk about them, but they're narcissistic. Number one characteristic of reptilian humans is they're narcissistic. Narcissist. And me having to talk to you right now about them is narcissistic because it's them hijacking my life and my messages. They think it's better for you. Well, they did put their time in to add to this video, so give them credit. Because it's horrible karma for them to force themselves and rape me by hijacking my body. But they did it, and they're going to look at you and say, now that you understand that you are a narcissist, and there's narcissists like us who are of the caliber of Hannibal Lecter, in the business of murdering people by remote control. How much time before, I don't know. Every day everyone's been judged, and we want to remind people that, are curious about what happens. Well, if you send me a low vibe video, knowing that I'm under demonic attack. I mean, if you don't know I'm under demonic attack by now, then I didn't know where you are. Anyways, if you think that that's something I'm looking for, then you were wrong. What do these ticks mean? I give these to the devils. It usually means I'm setting my boundary. Every time you hear those ticks coming from me, I really find you offensive. You're trying to enslave me. You're no friend of mine. I also do this quite a bit. And this one, even the devils don't like it when I tell them to fuck off. Because this morning, one of those devils was being right in my face, and I went like that, and it bowled them over. They got pushed down by my fuck off, because my fuck off is very strong, and they don't like me giving them fuck off. Drains their energy. So if I give you a fuck off, it really means fuck off. Really, 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 really means. So anybody who wants to know, why they've been blocked, it's because you sent me something nasty. And I've got something nasty on me every day, every waking moment for 6 years. And right now, they're still torturing me by remote control. So don't send me shitty stuff. If you're going to send me anything, before you do, put your hand on your heart and say, with an open heart chakra, I want to see if Mr. Bob is interested in what I have to say. And if the answer is no, then go away.